Tonight at 6, clear for now, but storms are likely on the way tonight. The wind they'll bring, along with a major temperature drop, will time it all out for you. And a mid-air helicopter collision, what we know so far about an incident in New Jersey, plus a fire at a popular Green Township restaurant. We speak with an employee and look into how it started.
This is WCPO 9 News at 6.
Thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Sean Delancey, and I'll tell you, it felt like my car was about to get blown off of 74 heading into work today, and the wind is likely to continue to pick up. So let's get straight to meteorologist Mark Stitz. Mark, we've got big changes coming on the horizon. Hey, thanks, Mark. Well, since we are likely to see some high-speed winds tonight, we're keeping an eye on power outages. This is Duke Energy's outage map right here. As you can see, very clear right now, but we'll check back at 11 o'clock when most of these storms have passed through. We'll be updating you throughout the evening, and as always, you can find the latest weather on WCPO.com or over on our free WCPO 9 News app. Well, tonight, another mid-air crash, this time between two helicopters in New Jersey. Authorities say it happened around 11:30. One person was killed and another critically injured. One of the helicopters burst into flames after crashing to the ground. The Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board are expected to investigate. We'll let you know when we know more on that one. And right now, fire crews are responded to a beloved Green Township restaurant. That happened last night, and it put a big scare in longtime patrons. It happened after a cigarette fell through a crack in the wall, causing it to smolder. You can see the damage left behind from that small fire. Owners of the restaurant say that the fire department arrived quickly and was able to keep the damage minimal. They say that it was an accident, and the person who ashed the cigarette is not in trouble. Kevin Schecknell, who works inside, was one of the people who called 911. He says seeing smoke coming from the wall caught him by surprise.
Couldn't smell it really, mostly because it just smells like fried chicken all the time inside. So it was kind of hard, but once you kind of got up and close, it definitely, you could smell kind of that smoky smell.
Well, despite the damage, it was business as usual at the restaurant today. They say that they will operate as normal the rest of the year. And now at 6, the woman accused of causing a police chase across Hamilton County and a crash on I-75 is now facing charges. Glendale police told us that they were trying to arrest 55-year-old Diana Kramer yesterday afternoon for violating a protection order when she took off in her car and nearly hit an officer. Police say that she hit a concrete barrier at the 71-75 split near Paycor Stadium and another car. No one in that car was seriously injured. Kramer, however, was hospitalized but has since been released and is now in jail. She faces several charges, including failure to comply and felonious assault on a peace officer. Well, the Taylor Mill Police Department is right now asking for any resident or business that received a package on Friday to reach out to a detective. In a social media post, the department said if you live in any of the areas listed on your screen, right there in front of you, and received a scheduled or unscheduled package between noon and 1 p.m. on Friday, to reach out to Detective Michael Knight to help with an ongoing investigation. Now, the department did not clarify what the investigation may entail. The areas include Taylor Mill Road, Wolf Road, Forest Lane, and Sunset Drive. You can find the full breakdown of who detectives want to hear from, block by block, on WCPO.com. And tonight, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and President Trump once again discussing a peace plan to end the conflict with Russia. ABC's Selena Wang reports on the progress the leaders say that was made. Well, prepping for New Year's Eve looks a little different in New Orleans this year. How people are feeling about the addition of the National Guard as ordered by the Trump administration.
You're watching WCPO 9, part of the Scripps News Group.
As the city of New Orleans prepares for its famous New Year's Eve celebrations, it's also preparing for the arrival of 350 Louisiana National Guard troops deployed by the Trump administration. Officials say that the troops will provide backup for local law enforcement. Tourists say after the Bourbon Street terror attack during last year's celebrations, they welcome additional safety.
Well, we'll have a lot of safety, and I feel safe now, you know, knowing that the streets are safe and the National Guard's here to help.
As of now, the exact location where National Guard troops will be placed around the city are unknown. A spokesman for the Pentagon says they'll be deployed there through February. Heading overseas now to Italy, where the Olympic torch will resume its journey through all 110 Italian provinces before the 2026 Winter Olympics. The torch was lit last month in Olympia, the Greek home of the ancient games. It was then given to Italian games organizers earlier this month and began its journey through Italy. Today, it'll resume its journey, passing from Avellino to Potenza before it reaches Milan. Well, the Bengals put on a dominating performance against the Arizona Cardinals at Paycor Stadium. Just ahead in sports, we break down all the action, including a crazy play from an unexpected receiver. Plus, holiday gift returns have a lot more impact than you think, how they affect your wallet, store policy, and so much more. And once again, storms and cooler temperatures are on the way. We've got a full look at your 9/4 forecast. It's coming right up, right after the break. Welcome back. Did you know that your gift returns will shape the economy for weeks after the holidays are over? Scripps News Group's Holly Furfer explains the increase in retail returns and how it affects your wallet. Well, stick with us tonight for more consumer content. Coming up at 11, John Mattery shows you what's good to buy after the holidays so you don't waste your money. And if you're driving to do any of these returns, you might feel the wheel jerk on you a little bit. I had that on the way in. I got caught by a gust.
Our cameras are shaking around out there in the city. We got that wind, but right now it's out of the south, pumping in the warm weather like it was all afternoon.
Which has been nice.
It's been amazing. The problem is all that's going to be out of the north.
Breaking right now at 6, we are aware of a large police presence out in Middletown. It's out on Howard Avenue there. A viewer tells us that officers have been there for more than 2 hours at this point. We have a crew on scene who confirmed that SWAT is in that area. They spotted a Middletown Police armored personnel carrier there. We're working to learn more information right now. I have messages out to the police chief and the vice mayor, and we'll update you on air and online as soon as we can. But before that, let's go ahead and get one last check of your forecast here, Mark. It's going to be active.
Yeah, that's one way to sum it up. It's going to be a cold front coming through this evening and tonight. With it, that line of showers, thunderstorms, that small threat for a couple pockets of damaging wind. Behind it, extra windy overnight and on Monday, 27 for a high temperature after hitting 70 today. But wind chills may not even make it to the teens tomorrow.
We'll batten down the hatches and pull out the winter coats at this point as we head into the weekdays, especially heading out early there.
Absolutely.
So, everybody be safe tonight. Make sure you have every way to get in contact with us. We're coming back here at 11 o'clock tonight. Of course, we're always on WCPO.com. Take it easy, guys.